the 1994 500 Slovakian Grand Prix Round 6. Here we are in Slovakia for this open class Grand Prix, and the conditions on Saturday excellent for time training, but on Sunday the rain fell on Saturday night and Sunday's conditions turned into something completely different. 22, Ronnie Woestenrad there. And they did it in style. I will say that. They did it in grand style. The ladies dressed in the traditional costume led the riders out for the small band of enthusiastic spectators that turned out here today. Well, I wouldn't say small band. It was quite a large band, but nevertheless, they all probably came to see one of those men. Number 12 there, Mervyn ANSTIE. Martens led them out onto the gate. And as you can see, equipped with wellies and looking quite forlorn, the official starter. 15-second board went up, followed by the 5-second board. The gate dropped. Here they came for heat 1. Very wet, as you can see. They dived into that first corner. And everybody just about survived, but a few. Mervyn ANSTIE, the British rider it was, that went to the front on the bike sport Honda. And they really had to tussle for the positions further down. SMETS tussling with Woestenrad. There's Jacky Martens. Rudy van Leeuwen was amongst that group. There's Chris Jacobs, 34 on the other of the Vertematis, but it was the Brit Mervyn ANSTIE, number 12, that led the group away. And as you can see, very, very treacherous. 67, that's Billy Lyles, the American, riding for the FN Job team. SMETS pulling feverishly at those pull-throughs on his goggles, but it's still the Brit that leads Mervyn ANSTIE. Looking back for second, and it was Lyles, 67. The conditions are treacherous. 15, that's Franco Rossi. Then it's championship leader Marcus Hansen. There's Jeremy Watley, number 9, going through. There's SMETS. These 4 strokes must be a handful. Someone on the hill there, stranded, unable to pick the bike up. The conditions underfoot so slippery. As you can see, a little bit of rain beginning to splatter on the lens of our camera. But nevertheless, these men provided us with some superb racing. 15, Rossi it is. Trying to find his way past the slower back markers. The conditions absolutely horrendous. There is Lyles, 67. On the Belgacom sponsored FN Job machine. It's a Honda. Rossi now in the lead. The Italian Franco Rossi found his way past the Brit Mervyn ANSTIE, and there is ANSTIE hanging on to that precious second place from this man. 67, Lyles, the American. Deep, deep ruts beginning to develop in the corners. In fact, so deep that people were beginning to wonder what was going to pop out of them next. Hansen holds on to 4th as the mechanics try to tell Jacky Martens which is the best line to take over the rutted jumps. You can see they go over. There is number 9, that's Jeremy Watley, the Renegade Computers Honda sponsor rider from Great Britain. Ringwood in Hampshire he lives. And Watley, a former British national champion. 15, the Italian Rossi. Settling down to the sticky conditions. Well, that's ANSTIE, to the delight of the local crowd. Possibly brought some supporters with him, but very difficult to distinguish one rider from another at the moment. Absolute nightmare for the lap scorers. Lyles, 67. Mechanic urging him on. And very difficult for us. This is Jacky Martens' mechanic. That was Graham Kent. Martens trying to cope with the big 4-stroke in these gooey conditions. Very difficult to find grip anywhere. So slippery. Rossi seems to have managed to stay on and take the 20 points. He wins Heat 1. We're looking back for second. It's the Brit. And this will be one of his best results ever at Grand Prix level. Mervyn ANSTIE, number 12. Then, well, there's Marcus Hansen, number 4. And you can see by the state of the machine, it is very slippery out there and very wet. the mechanics have worked very hard during the interval to wash off the bikes, and we've got a rider protest at the moment being led by Joel SMETS, Marcus Hansen, Jacky Martens. They have decided to boycott the second heat, saying that the conditions are far too bad to race and the event should be scrubbed. But nevertheless, off the line they went, minus the top 3 riders, well 4 if you count Ronnie Ustenrad as well, and it was number 28 who went to the front. The Czech Republic rider, that's Kucharek. Anstie there behind him, so they're settling down, minus the top 3 in this race. But nevertheless, for Mervyn ANSTIE that really wouldn't count, because after all, he did finish second in the first moto. 27 going through, that's Giovanni Cavatorta, the Italian, getting to grips with these extremely treacherous conditions. Well, that looks like ANSTIE that may well have gone to the front. Yes, indeed. Mervyn ANSTIE looking for the dry lines around the corners. The British rider finishing second in Heat 1, lead in Heat 2. And no doubt the experience of continuously riding British Championships in wet conditions has not gone down too bad with him here. 28 then, the Czech Republic rider in second, Kucharek. We're looking back for third. It should be Giovanni Cavatorta, 27. And the Slovenian rider somewhere behind this group, Katranak. Well, there's Cavatorta, 27, looking down at the side of the machine. They really are struggling. Well, it's a struggle for us to see. Well, that is Daryl King, number 6. At least he's got a clean back. 15, that's Rossi, winner of the first leg, and Rossi looks to be in trouble. Maybe wondering whether he should have joined the protest about the second race, as ANSTIE leads. Mervyn ANSTIE from 28, Kucharek. This is Brian Wheeler, the Wolfsport Mako rider, with I suggest a little bit of clutch adjustment there. The conditions, as you can see, are deteriorating rapidly. ANSTIE settled himself down and took then the 20 points, and that will be his first ever overall GP result in his career, and I can guarantee you he was a very happy British man. Second for Kucharek, third for Cavatorta.
Finished second in the first heat, and you said you was going to go one place better in the second, and you certainly did.
Yeah, that was my plan. I mean, I made third or fourth out of the gate, and got through, I think, in the first 2 laps, and then I just kept it smooth, and I tried to save my bike because it was tough. But no, I'm over the moon. First Grand Prix ever won.
But a hairy moment there, a couple of laps from the end in the Big Dipper.
Yeah, I hit the rock, and it sent me off all directions, and just made it to the top.
Well, congratulations, it was a superb win, and I think it sums up your attitude to the motocross.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.